Welcome, team. Welcome to Wednesday's live on how to feel stronger. So today's topic is something I get from a lot of clients who come to me who want to feel stronger. They want to work on their strength. And I covered off, in case you didn't see the post earlier, some of the questions to ask yourself about why you want to feel stronger. So I just want to share with you how to go about doing that. How do you feel stronger? And share some of my experiences too, because I am now 9 years into my fitness journey. For those of you who didn't know, I am 9 years in because 9 years ago I was, 35, working full time in corporate. Hey, Jackie, working full time in corporate, doing 72 hours, never been to gym before in my life, eating all the junk you can imagine. And my health wasn't something that came into focus at all. So I want to share with you how to feel stronger and what does that mean for you as an individual. And you know what? I'm like, team, I'm direct. I'm all about the quick fire. I'm not going to keep you hanging on for ages, waiting to see how many people are going to join. I'm going to get straight into it. So if you have any questions, you can pop in the DMs or pop in the comments afterwards and I shall come back to you. So let me know if this is of use or indeed if you have any follow-up questions. So first up, how do you feel stronger? Well, feeling stronger is really about, well, what does that mean for you as an individual? Is it you want to be able to pick your kid up? You want to be able to carry and lift things? Is it actually you want to feel like you can go and run up a hill? That can be cardio strength. So what is it feeling stronger means for you as an individual? And why do you want to feel stronger? Because that's a big one behind the motivation. Because if you don't actually know why, or you don't know the deeper meaning or the difference it's going to make to your life, then you're not going to bother. You're just not going to bother paying attention to that thing. And when life gets busy, things get on top of you, or it gets a little hard where you don't feel like you're making any progress, you feel like giving up, you're just going to sack it and move on and do something different. So it's really about tuning into, why do you want to feel stronger? What does stronger mean for you? And really getting deep. So, what difference will it make to your life? Is it that you've maybe seen parents who have aged and you've seen how it's affected their mobility and they've not been able to do the things they want to do, basic everyday activities, and not being able to do them? And you're like, oh my God, actually, I don't want to be like that. I want to age well. I want to be strong. I want to be independent. That is completely valid too. So, whatever your reason, it is valid, but you just need to get deep on knowing why. What is it you want to feel? What is it you want to achieve? And if you don't get stronger, what difference is that going to make to your life? What does that mean for you aging? What does it mean for your body confidence? What is it if you don't do that thing that's going to make the difference? And really tuning into that is what's going to help you get there. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example here. So for me, as I mentioned at the start, I'm 9 years into my journey of being stronger. I was never really a big person into weights. So this is the thing, you don't have to lift big heavy weights to get stronger. And I was always a bit intimidated by the weights too, but I also found it quite boring. All the like time under tension, 3, 2, 1, oh, shoot me out. I always found it a bit boring doing the heavy weights. I have transitioned more to that, but again, it's part of my training because I understand that in order for me to be strong, for me to be fit and healthy, then I need to do strength training as part of my training in order to enable me to do all the things I want to do. So for me, strength training is crucial. Now, there's different types of strength training. So in terms of that feeling stronger, it's about where in the body do you want to feel stronger? Is it your core? Is it your back? Is it your glutes? What is it within the body that will make you feel stronger? What area is there a particular area you want to work? Because whilst we can't spot reduced fat from any body area, so by doing core, you're not necessarily going to get a trim tummy. It is about what you eat as well, and not everyone is genetically engineered to have a six pack. But in terms of strength training, you can absolutely target a body area, and we do that by building the muscle. So by building the muscle, you shape and tone that area, and that's how you can feel stronger, by building muscle in that area too. So it's thinking about your reasons, and then secondly, thinking about what area is it you want body. If you're like me, you might be like whole body. cool, not an issue. Or you might be thinking, like I say, core strength, or you might be thinking particularly upper body. As females, we struggle with upper body. It's the genetics, it's the way that we're made. So anything overhead can be a real struggle for us. And for guys, it's lower body, which is why you've got loads of guys going around with chicken legs, but they can, lift big heavy weights. But when it comes to the legs, they're like dying on leg day. So I've always believed in training the whole body, and that's my philosophy. Now, in terms of, obviously, I'm 9 years down the road, so I'm more advanced than, say, someone starting out. But that doesn't mean that there's not a lot you can do with your body. So a lot of clients come to me who aren't experienced in weights, who are fearful of weights, who don't own or want to use weights. And there's a lot you can do with your body. So a lot of the body weight training, I'm laughing because some of my clients are like, oh no, we're doing body weight. A lot of body weight moves can be harder at times than using weights. And that's why I'm laughing. I'm just thinking of my clients when we do these routines. So there's a lot you can do with the body. And if you've been into the gym and used like the TRX and resistance bands, things like that, you'll know how much you can do just using body weight and that push and pull motion. Things like your squats, your lunges, your push-ups, all those fundamental moves will help you build strength and help you feel stronger. And they can all be done with body weight, and there's different variations of those moves to help you progress as your strength grows. So think about where you started. What's your starting point? And if you're like, oh, I don't know how strong am I now? What would it mean to you? So for some people, it could be that actually they want to progress to push up on the toes. Why do they want to do that? Because they just want to be able to do it. It's something they've never been able to do and they've always struggled with, and they just want to be able to do it. For some people, it's just to feel like they have the ability to do it if they wanted to. That independent woman feeling. You know, like yesterday we had a cooker and the cooker delivered, and the hood was 18.75 kilograms, I'm going to say. And I was able to say to the men, do you want me to take that box? How heavy is it? I'll take that for you. I'll help you out there. And what people are like, why are you doing that? You paid for delivery. I'm like, well, because I could. You know, it's not about me showing off. It's just me being able to actually do that and help those guys. So for me, strength and feeling strong is about being able to do the things I want to do. We're in the middle of a lot of renovations. And that's involved a lot of heavy work in terms of lifting rubble, shifting rubble. And I've been able to do that because I've got the strength, because of all the training I've done. And that for me is why I want to feel strong, because I want to know that I can pick up my spin bike, I can hang from my pull-up bar. I want to know that if I need to lift and take something heavy, or if I have an injury again and end up on crutches, then I've got the upper body strength to help me get through that. So it's really training into what does it mean for you and what does the strength look like. So I mentioned here about core, because core is always a popular core is always a popular one for females, purely because I think a lot of times we think it's going to trim our tummies, get rid of the belly fat. And as I mentioned at the start there, you need a combination of things. You need nutrition and training to help tone this belly, to help feel stronger in the core. But what is fundamental, and how I often start working with clients, is on the fundamental strength in your body. So for me, that's your core chamber. So that's your core, which also supports your lower back. So often I'll start working with clients on their core, their lower back strength, and their glute activation. So I'm talking about their glutes, their butt, because these are the key components which everything functions around in your body. And then I'll look at balance, leg strength, and throwing in upper body there too. So as I said, I'm always about whole body. So working all these different areas, everything works in combination with each other. That's why I don't believe in leg day, upper body day. I believe in whole body training every single session, because your body all works in conjunction with each other. So in terms of where do you start if you're just getting started out? I would start personally with your core strength, because a lot of people get issues when they have a weak core. So if you start doing moves before you have the core strength, it can affect you. If you do want to do weights, clean and press overhead, if you don't have the core strength to stabilize you, to lock that in, then it can affect and cause lower back issues. The same with your neck strength can be affected if you're doing core work and you're doing too many moves that are involving tucking the chin in and lifting the neck. You can get a sore neck too, but there's lots of core moves you can do that don't involve you taking the head to that position off the floor. So I say start with your core moves, start with back work, and also your glute activation. And that's really strong fundamentals for you to start feeling stronger. Because like when you start doing the cross crawls or the bicycles, as some people call them, when you can start doing those from 30 seconds to 45, then it's a sign you're getting stronger. When you don't have to stop doing a move at 30 seconds, you're like, I feel all right. Then that's a good sign. And obviously, you don't want to go hell for leather. Think about how your training is going to be. If you're just starting out, think once or twice a week. If you're maybe a bit more advanced and you're maybe training 4 or 5 times a week, but you feel like you've plateaus in your journey and you want to do a bit more, then think about mixing up your training. Look at what types of training are you currently doing. Is it you're going for the same types of training? I know for me, I tend to go for quick hits like grit strength, things that are going to get a quick workout in, efficient workout in, a spin, things like that, heavy resistance. But what I'm doing and what I've just sat and planned out today is a 6-week program of strength training, all different types of strength training. So on the bike, body weight, core, glute activation, weight work, clean and press, slowing down the rows, all that stuff to work my whole body. So how do you feel stronger? You feel stronger by homing into what it is you want to achieve, how it's going to make you feel, what difference is it going to make in your life, because that's going to give you the resilience for when it gets tough to keep going. And then working out where it is in the body that you want to get stronger. Is it upper body? Is it lower body? Is it core? Or maybe like me, your whole body. And then from there, where do you want to start? As I say, personally, I'm starting fundamentals, the core, the glutes, the back, and then you can do the legs and the upper body. So that would be my system if you came to work with me and you had no experience. And of course, if you are experienced, look at mixing up your training. And I'm not just saying about going heavier and working different tempos. I'm saying the actual routine you're doing. If you're bored with it, you're plateauing, you feel like actually all I'm doing is yoga all the time, I'm doing Pilates, I feel it, but I don't feel like I'm progressing because I can't do some of the harder moves, then move away and do something a bit different. Still do your yoga, still do your Pilates, but look at maybe doing, say, a body pump class, for example, something that's going to shock the body and help you progress in your strength training. All right, team, hope that helped. So ultimately, it's about knowing your why, what difference it's going to make to your body, why you want to do it, what difference it'll make if you don't do it, and then focusing on where is it you want to get stronger from your body, and then taking it from there. Now, I appreciate if you're just new in or you're maybe a bit lost in your fitness journey, you're like, what? Where do I start, Julie? I'm even more lost. Drop me a DM. We can chat about it, what your goals are, what you're looking for, and where you can start. And if you want to work with me, absolutely. But it's a no pressure conversation. I'm here to help. So pop in my DMs and just shoot me a note whether you're struggling to know how to feel stronger looks like for you. What does that look like for you? You don't know where to go next. Pop me a note. All right, team, I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for your time and hope that was useful. As I say, drop me any questions, anything in the chat.